Hello, good people. How are you? This is Veronica. Today we are in the holy city, Jerusalem. Did you know that Jerusalem is mentioned more than 660 times in the Bible? This is the city that was mentioned by the kings. It was the city that was mentioned by the prophets. It's the city that was mentioned by Jesus. It was mentioned by the apostles. Yes, this is the city where the divine presence rests, the city of God. So today we are going to take a tour of the holy city. Now we are outside the city gates. The city that was mentioned by the prophets was the city that was fortified inside the city walls. Yes, and you see these are the city walls. So we are talking about this city, the city that is inside these walls, these fortified walls. And by the way, Jerusalem, this Jerusalem, a holy city for three Abrahamic faiths: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Hi. So inside the city walls we have the Christian quarters. There is also the hotel. Yes, the Wailing Wall. Because inside the city walls, that is where the temple was. Although today there is no temple, it was destroyed, and instead, where there was a temple, there is a mosque. So now we are entering the city, the fortified city, through Damascus gates. This is Damascus gates. See how high the walls are. Now inside the city gates. A big market here. If we decide to read the Bible text about Jerusalem, I think the video will be maybe 10 hours. So we are not going to read the Bible text. Yes, there are so many. Yeah, you have the Arab markets.
كاسات بلاستيك 4 ب10 كاسات كرتون 3 ب10 محارم معطل 10 ب10 محارم معطل 10 ب10 كاسات بلاستيك 4 ب10 كاسات كرتون 3 ب10 50
season of fruits. I think later I'll come to buy the dragon fruit. The ancient Jerusalem city, the city that is mentioned more than 660 times in the Bible, in the Old Testament, and more than 160 times in the New Testament. This is the city. We are walking on the streets of the ancient holy city, Zion, Salem. Where Jesus fell with a cross the first time. Part of the way of the cross. Good morning. Fine, thank you. Where Simon of Crane helped Jesus to carry the cross. Hi. Hi. He got so tired that they say that this is the handprint of Jesus. Yes, he was so tired carrying the cross. That is the way of the cross, and it ends at the Church of Holy Sepulchre. I did a video about the 13 stations of the way of the cross. I'll put a link of that video by the end of this video so that you can watch it. We are taking a tour of the ancient holy city that appears in the Bible more than 600 times. The city that was spoken of by the prophets. The city appears in different names as a city of David, after King David made Jerusalem his capital. It was named after King David.
هذا سنة تفضل صبايا 30 خلاص هات العصا الكبيرة وهذا
Yes, Jerusalem cake. Lovely people here. Wow, it feels so peaceful just walking by the streets of the ancient city. Incense. Oh, it smells so good. This Herod's Gate. Tubo Baraka Khan. Muslim Asian ruler and his two sons in the 13th century. Since the 19th century, the place has served as a library of the Al-Khalidi family. This one. The Western Wall. From here, we are going to visit the Temple Mount, where the temple stood. Before prayers, you're supposed to wash your hands. So they are doing their morning prayers. This side for women, this side for men. You see the wall? It is a Muslim quarter and there is a mosque, Jerusalem. During the Bible times, the Temple Mount, there was a temple. This is the replica of the temple.
גברת, לא לעלות בבקשה.
Mosque of Omar.
All right, welcome to the first timer, Mazal Tov.
First time ko pastor dito.
Mazal Tov.
Wow, it's a big area. Wow.
Yes. Let's wait for the others. Okay, Shika. Wait. Okay. Let's wait for inside of that dome of the rock. There's a rock there, which the Jews believe that it is the place where Abraham laid down Isaac when he wanted to offer it unto the Lord. But God provided a replacement, which is the ram in the thicket, and from there, Abraham called the Lord as Jehovah Jireh, which means God is our provider. Now, fast forward. What is the second most significant of this place? In the time of King David, this is the field wherein the Ark of the Covenant stayed, and this is known as the vineyard of Araunah, and he is a Hittite. A Jebusite. Jebusites is the tribe that is originally living here in this mountain of Jerusalem. So Araunah is a Jebusite, and his field was blessed by God when the Ark of the Covenant stayed in this place. Because when the Levites is carrying the Ark of the Covenant from Bethshemesh, it fell down in this place and nobody could touch it. So that's the reason why this place was very blessed by God. So during the time of David, when he is looking for a place, especially to be offered unto the Lord and to become the place for a building of his plan, which is the making of the place of worship, this is the field which is the most strategic place in the area. So he wanted it, and since he is the king in those days, Araunah, which is under his authority or one of the subjects, wanted it to give to him freely as king. But you know what David said, and this is amazing. I really love this phrase that he said in the Bible. And what is that? I will not offer anything unto the Lord that will cost me nothing. So that's why he purchased this place to Araunah. So, and then later on, at the time of David, he has a wonderful dream. He has a wonderful vision. Actually, David is a visionary king. No wonder it is one of his qualities why he became the great king of Israel. But with that wonderful dream, since he is a man of war and he shed too much blood during his during the battles against the other tribes living here in the land of Canaan, that's the reason why God never allowed him to build his wonderful dream of making a sanctuary of worship for the Lord. But this vision was transferred, or it was fulfilled by his son King Solomon. So that's why during the time of King Solomon, this place became the area where the temple for the first time was built for the worship of the Lord. Now that area of the dome of the rock, when Solomon built the temple, it is divided into 3 divisions. On this side, the open space is before the wall. That is called as the outer court or outer space. Outer court or outer place, wherein they kill the lamb and other sacrifices, wherein you can see the laver, wherein the priests and the Levites, they wash their hands and clean themselves. And you can see also the altar of the burning sacrifice, especially during the Yom Kippur, they are burning the fats of the ram and the lamb there for the sacrifice. And then after that outer court, before this dome, we have the holy place, but it's totally destroyed. We cannot see it right now. Okay, it's totally destroyed, where you can see the menorah, the 7 candlestick is there, and then the table of shewbread and other things. And then finally, this dome. Why this is very sacred for the Jew? Because this is the not only because this is the place where Abraham offered Isaac, but on that very same place, this is the holy of holies in the temple built by King Solomon. Only the high priest could enter that area once in a year when he is going to redeem the sins of the entire Israelites for 1 year. And that is known as the Yom Kippur, or the Day of Atonement, the day of redeeming the sins of the people. So, what happened? King Solomon built the first temple, but later on the Assyrians came and they conquered the northern kingdom, the 10 tribes. And then later on, the Babylonian came, and King Nebuchadnezzar, with his mighty forces, they destroyed the entire city of Jerusalem. They burned the walls, they burned the houses, and basically they destroyed the holy temple built by King Solomon. And then later on, the Persian Empire rose into power, and by the grace of King Cyrus the Great of Persian Empire, he led the Jews, the two tribes, the Judean tribes and the Benjamites, to come back. That's why we have the book of Ezra together with Zerubbabel in the book of Ezra, and we have Nehemiah. Zerubbabel is the rebuilder of the temple. That's why we have the second temple, and Nehemiah is the builder of the walls of Jerusalem. But later on, after the Persian Empire, came the Greeks, and then after the Greeks is the Hasmonean rose into power, and then after Hasmoneans came the Roman Empire. And by AD 70, the Roman Empire totally destroyed for the second time the second temple built by Ezra. And from the time of Romans, AD 70, imagine 70 years after the death of the Lord Jesus Christ. Now we are in 2021 AD, minus 70. So more than 1,900 years already, the second temple is already destroyed, and it was never been rebuilt again. We have rumors, but it's not yet true, mga kapatid. Now you can see the reality. There is no movements about the rebuilding of the third temple, which is according to the prophecy of the Bible. Now, we have so much stories to tell to you, but we cannot take much of your time. So now, I will give you time to explore the place. We are not allowed to enter inside. By the way, this dome, especially the cover, the yellow one, it's gold plated, according to the information, and it was donated by Queen Elizabeth of England. And this dome is built during the Ottoman, during the Muslim conquest or empire, and it was well preserved and developed and renovated also during the Ottoman Empire. So that's earlier. All right. So lastly, the Muslims believe Muhammad came in this place, in that very same area. They said Muhammad was caught up going up to heaven in that very same place. That's why it's very sacred for the Muslims. So later I could talk to you more inside the bus. So for now, that's all.
It's their holiest place, the Muslims.
This is the third holiest place for the Muslim all around the world.
Okay.
But this is the holiest place here in Israel.
Okay.
For the Muslims. Okay.
Why we cannot go inside?
It's only for the Muslim.
Ah.
Kaninong face mask ang nahulog?
Face mask po. Sino nahulugan ng face mask?
Okay. Christians are not allowed to enter. Only.
Anyway, guys, Christians are not supposed to enter inside. Only the Muslims are allowed to enter. And I'm not going to lie that I'm a Muslim. I can't enter. So guys, but it's an honor to be here and to listen to the history of the place. The outer court. Yeah, there's so many pigeons.
يلا بسرعة 5 دقايق. ايوه 5 شكل. يلا حبيبي خلص 5 شكل. ضرب زي لوتيكا حبيبي 5 شكل زي 5 شكل ماذا؟
I think I need to buy figs. Figs. How much kilo are the figs? Figs, how much? 13. 13? No, no, no.
What? مش يحضر العروض. حمار خلي
Thank you, good people. I'll see you again in a few days' time. From the ancient city that is mentioned more than 600 times in the Bible.